Alright, so this weekend I had a big placement opportunity and I needed to make a pack of Afro-Drill beats. When I was making them, I realized I haven't actually done one on the channel for a while now, and the beats are sick. The bounce is just different to standard drill beats and the percussion goes crazy. So in this video, I want to show you how to make them from scratch. And yo, if you haven't seen it yet, the Cactus Creators Club is officially live and hundreds of producers are already in there building a sick community. I've been going live in there, my project files are in there, we've got masterclasses and more exclusive tutorials coming up, and some members are already collaborating in there, which is so sick to see. So yeah, if you're interested in joining the community, just click the link in the description and let's get straight into the video. Alright man, so as always, we've got the BPM set to around about 140. We'll go with 145 this time. And then I'm going to use Afro-Drill 6 just because there's some really nice instruments in here. And I'm not sure what instrument I want to use yet, but I definitely want something stringed. So I'm using Afro-Drill 6, one of my favorite banks. We'll see what I like the sound of. And with Afro-Drill, it's mainly about the bounce of the percussion. So for the actual melody, it doesn't need to be too complex. It can be something kind of simple and repetitive. Could try something like this, and like I said, really simple melody, so I'm just going to play around on the keyboard, see if I can come up with something. Alright, so I've just quantized it. There's some triplets and some normal ones. So yeah, like I said, really basic melody, but once I've got the percussion in there, it will make a lot more sense. You know what, I'm feeling this preset as well though. This one sounds kind of sick. Maybe I could layer that with this one. Alright, now I'm adding a third layer, and this is just the acoustic bass. I'm only using some notes. I'm also just bringing down some of the highs on the first one. And I can have one pan to the left, one to the right. I actually had the BPM down when I was recording just to make it easier. So I'm going to bring that back up. I think 140 might be alright. Otherwise it's just going to sound too fast. Alright, next up I want some vocal hits. And I found this bank in Contact called African Voices. So that one would be perfect. Even something like that. Just going to increase the speed. I'll turn that reverb off and then I'll add my own. And then with some delay before it. To set that to ping pong too. Could also use this one. That one sounds kind of sick. Maybe bring it over there. It's just gonna be more of an atmosphere. Alright, I found this which might sound sick as well. It's just a breath. And I'm not sponsored by any of the plugins I'm using in this video, but if you want to check them out, I've left links to them in the description because I do have affiliate links for some of them. Thinking with that breath, we could do something like this. Then yeah, just copy that, and on that breath I'm just adding some pancake set to 2 bars and the mix down and bring it down. Alright, I think I want to add this layer as well just as some background texture, and yeah, we'll just keep that note on E, which is I think the root note for this. Most of my notes are resolving around E, but it's not the E minor scale. I think it sounds like an Arabic scale, but we can see anyway. We could just flick through some, and it looks like it could be a diminished scale, so we can stick to that. Yeah, last thing I'm gonna add is just a piano, but just for the bass notes. And yeah, it's getting too hot in here as well, man. With the piano, we'll just use a grand piano, and I just want to take those bass notes. Actually, I prefer the dictative keys here. Yeah, that's all it needs. Alright, and I'm thinking I might want a flute at one point, so I've just copied the MIDI again. And I might just leave it on those first notes. And then yeah, we could just repeat that. And if you're wondering what bank it is, or what preset, it's just a Kenner key. think that's how you pronounce it. All right, that's going to be enough instruments for now. I've got more than enough to work with. I might not even use all of these layers, or certain things might just come in at certain points. Like I said, most of it's going to be down to the percussion, so we'll work on that now. So I'm going to take a bongo. We'll take another one. These are both from a Love and War kit. And then with percussion, it's all about using a mixture of different sounds and just making sure that each thing has its own space. So I'm hearing a bounce like so yeah, I'm just going to try and continue some sort of bounce like that. Oh, that sounds hard. So I'm just going to copy all of these and then we'll spice it up a bit in the second part. Could even add a roll here. Yeah, there we go. Usually for percussion as well, I like to use this West Africa banking contact. Pretty much got everything you need in here. I want to take something like this for the kick. So I'm just going to record that in. We'll just find one that sounds right. Could add one before it like this. Alright, in some sections I'm going to want an 808 and I think the heat one's going to sound sick. So for now I'm just sending all the instruments to a bus and then we'll just take out some of the lows. See what I'm saying? And yeah, with the bass patterns, honestly don't need to be complex for these type of beats. It's more about the percussion. Yeah, that'll work. Could slide those up though. Yeah, maybe here. Yeah, it sounds hard. And then for the end, what I could do is just have just one sliding into itself. Maybe this one back down. And then yeah, just finish on these. Oh, here again. There we go. That's all they need, you know. Alright, let's get a kick in as well. Try this chest cable one. We'll just layer that lower perk with it. Just pitch it down though. There we go. We'll just change a couple to match the bass as well. Alright, I think I want to layer that main rim as well. So we'll grab this one from our Divine bundle. Yeah, I think it just cuts through a bit more. Alright, I think the drums, the percussion are sounding sick. Only other things I need are a couple drum fills maybe, some perks, effects, just things like that. And I think I've got the perfect drum fill for it. Yeah, that one's just going to match the percussion. It's way too much with it, but I think when I start arranging it, I could cut the normal percussion and just have this fill play. So I'll do that now. I'll just split everything. So yeah, I'm going to copy this out a few times. I might have it start with the percussion. So yeah, in the intro, I'll take everything out. I'm going to take the main rim out as well. I'll get a different fill for this section. Hard. So I could take the acoustic bass out. So yeah, just made one of the 808 patterns a bit simpler. Just have this play all the way through. And then when it gets to this section, I think I can cut the percussion like I was saying and just have that fill. Might even cut the melody. Okay, so in this section, we can start building it back up. So I might leave one part like this. Then bring in the second rim. We'll bring these back out. The keys could come in here. Same with the 808. Maybe the flute too. I'm also just making some cuts here just to break up the percussion a bit. Okay, I'm just adding this clap as well. Just to thicken some of the rims. Alright, last thing it needs is just some sort of perk hit to go underneath it. So I'm just going to add this gassed up perk. We'll add some delay to that. Ping pong mode. Yeah, just copied it. Perfect. Alright, it's almost finished. I'm pretty much there, but I just want to include this flute somewhere. I feel like the melody and the flute sound sick. I could have been like the whole beat as well. Or I could even use that for the verse. Because listen to the transition now. Like the flute just breaks it up. It sounds sick by itself. And then yeah, pitch it down an octave here. Alright, I think we're finally ready, so I'm gonna grab everything and copy it over. Alright, let's have a listen from the beginning. So yeah, just getting straight into the bounce with the percussion and just one stringed instrument.
J Cactus.
I think the bounce on this one's crazy. So now some of the flute comes in. And then into the verse. Yeah, that flute sounds so sick by itself. Definitely had to change it to the flute. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. So yeah, just building it up with a few more things. Now we've got the flute down an octave. So yeah, if you're feeling this one, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more Afro-Drill, then click up here. Or for trap, then click up here.